The past few days for Dexter fans has been absolutely insane. Yesterday we got all 10 episode titles revealed, which you can go back on the channel and check it out if you missed it. As I was editing that video last night, we got some crazy new set images of Dexter, Harrison, and Batista, which we'll get into in this video as well. And then as I was getting ready to film that video initially, then they surprised us with a brand new teaser trailer today, which I just posted a few hours ago. Please go check it out. We did a little breakdown. And then as I'm getting ready to upload that video, then we get a brand new article from USA Today where they share some character details for many of the new serial killers that we'll be meeting in season 1. So a lot of brand new crazy information. And tomorrow they're dropping the full-length trailer. So if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel because tons of Dexter content coming your way. But let's get into today's video. I'm Pamela, welcome back to the channel. So the brand new article from USA Today is very interesting because I've been so intrigued by all of these new cast members who are playing serial killers. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later in the video, but first let's talk about these brand new set images that came out yesterday. So here we can see that Dexter and Harrison are finally reuniting. We knew it was gonna happen, we didn't know exactly when. I do think it's not going to happen until the second half of the season. I think the first half they're going to be separated. Dexter's going to kind of be watching him from afar, which we've seen in past set images, which I have shared here on the channel. In case you've missed any of those past set images, I have a whole separate playlist. So here they are together, father and son, finally reunited. And according to DexterDaily.com, this is episode 9, so the penultimate episode of season 1. Marco Siega will be directing this episode. Here's just another shot of them together. Here they are walking down the street. And then these next few images involve Batista, which I am so pumped about. He is like the main thing I want to see in this season. I want to see Dexter and Angel finally come face to face. We so wanted that in Dexter New Blood. Of course, it didn't happen. So here all three of them are exiting the West 4th Street subway station. This one photo, they are clearly smiling, and I think this is in between shots. Like, there's no way all three of them would just be chilling, smiling, laughing together. They probably had an intense scene inside of the station. That's what I'm thinking. And then this is just them exiting the station once the scene was done filming. Here's another one of them clearly sharing a laugh in between scenes. Michael C. Hall is so funny laughing down there in the background. Here they are again, Michael C. Hall sitting up on a railing, getting some direction for the scene. And also on the set is David Zayas Jr., who is David Zayas' son, who does work as his stand-in and stunt double, which he did on the original Dexter as well. So he's back as his stunt double for Dexter Resurrection, and the fact that he is there for this scene is another reason that I think they have some kind of intense scene within the station. Maybe there's a chase scene. Maybe Angel is chasing after Dexter. We know Dexter's on the run. Angela found out about him and called up Batista. And last we saw Batista, he's on his way to New York. So he is aware of Dexter sort of potentially being the Bay Harbor Butcher. Hopefully there's some kind of intense showdown in the subway station. Here is another image of Michael C. Hall that I just love. I don't know what's going on, why he's doing that pose, but it's gonna be good. I just feel it. So when I saw these images last night, and I saw Batista there with them at the subway station, I was absolutely shook. I was so excited. And then we also got some brand new images of Peter Dinklage, who is playing billionaire Leon Prater. He had another scene with Michael C. Hall. We have seen them filming all throughout production. This is not the first time they've filmed a scene together. I believe it's probably the same episode, because Marco Siega is directing once again, and the main sequence for this scene was filmed inside American Cut, an upscale steakhouse located in Tribeca. So just a bunch of fun new images. Peter Dinklage is wearing his usual costume that he had for previous scenes. This is clearly going to be his look. Here they look like they could be in kind of an intense conversation. Don't know what they could be talking about. Excited to find out. Here they are kind of sharing a laugh. I wonder if this is during an actual scene or just like in between scenes after the camera stopped rolling. And here's another image of Uma Thurman, who is playing Charlie, Leon Prater's right-hand woman, head of security. She was there as well. Alright, so those are the set images that I first heard about. And then now let's get into this crazy article from USA Today, where they share some details for some of the other serial killer characters that we'll be meeting in Dexter Resurrection. So as you guys know, this cast for Dexter Resurrection is absolutely insane. So many big names joining the cast. As we just mentioned, Peter Dinklage, Uma Thurman. We also have KRYSTEN Ritter, Eric Stonestreet, Damian Dust-Malchin, Neil Patrick Harris, and others. But the few that I just named have been rumored, somewhat confirmed, to be serial killers, and this article from USA Today did in fact officially confirm that all of these characters are serial killers in this season of Dexter Resurrection. And we got some brand new high quality set images in this article. The headline reads, "See Dexter Resurrection serial killer villains revealed." Here we have a brand new shot of KRYSTEN Ritter looking great as ever. She has her signature red and black outfit on. If you've seen all the past set images that I shared here on the channel, she is always wearing red and black. And her character name is Mia LaPierre, aka Lady Vengeance. That is her serial killer name. She is a sommelier by day and a serial killer known as Lady Vengeance by night. Here is another brand new shot of her and Dexter. I absolutely love this shot. They look so good together. I don't know if they're gonna have a romantic relationship, but I can see it happening. I think they look like a good couple. And here they are drinking wine, and she's a sommelier, so maybe he visits her at her day job, I don't know. But with a name like Lady Vengeance, I'm thinking that she might have a similar code to Dexter. Maybe she only kills bad people and criminals and stuff like that. So maybe we will see them team up and kill some people together. And then here we have a brand new shot of Eric Stonestreet as his character Al. And something that absolutely shocked me is in this article, we get his serial killer name. It says this seemingly mild-mannered Midwestern killer is known as Rapunzel. His killer name is Rapunzel. This is brand new information, which is blowing my mind, honestly. Like, we knew with Mia, she was called Lady Vengeance, but when it comes to all these other characters, we didn't know until today what their names are. And there's some names for the other characters as well. So Al is known as Rapunzel, which is very interesting. I'm wondering why. What could that mean? I don't know. I mean, I'm not super familiar with the Rapunzel story, but doesn't she like get trapped up in a tower and she has to let her hair down to be saved by the prince? So maybe it has something to do with how he keeps his victims hostage. Maybe he keeps them up in a tower somewhere. I really don't know. And then Damian Dust-Malchin, his character is named Gareth, which we already knew this, but we didn't really have confirmation if he was a serial killer or not. We kind of assumed he was because he does have that kind of look to him, but this article confirms that he is known as the Gemini Killer. That is so exciting. I can't wait to find out more details and what is up with the Gemini Killer. We know that Dexter also has some scenes with him. This one shot of him from this article is down by the South Street Seaport, and he's wearing the same clothes that he did when he had a scene with Dexter. So Dexter's been spotted filming with all of these serial killers, and I wonder if it's because he's sort of vetting them and is planning to take them out, have them end up on his kill table, or if somehow he's going to work with all of them. I think somehow this is all connected to Leon Prater, who is a billionaire. And I've shared some theories in past videos, like maybe he collects serial killers and recruits them to work for him. I don't know. I'm very excited to find out more. And then finally, we have Neil Patrick Harris, which we have not had a lot of info on him. We only got one set of set images from him, and this was like over 2 months ago at this point. Probably almost 3 months ago. And I thought his look was pretty interesting because NPH is clearly wearing a wig, and it's very Dexter-like. These past images with him and Dexter filming a scene together, it was like seeing double. Is he like a Dexter impersonator? I don't know. Does Dexter hire him as like a body double because Dexter's on the run? I really don't know what the hell is going on, but his character name is Lowell, which Up until today, that was the only information we had on him. But here's another shot of him talking to Dexter. This is the back of Dexter's head. And this is the same day that we saw him filming 3 months ago. And according to this article, he is the successful anesthesiologist with a twisted alter ego known as the Tattoo Collector. So that is insane. I don't even know what to make of that. The Tattoo Collector, does that have something to do with his victims? Does he only choose victims who have tattoos? And if so, why does he do that? I don't know, but I am so excited to find out. So yeah, these are our brand new serial killers for the season. We have Lady Vengeance, Rapunzel, the Gemini Killer, and the Tattoo Collector. So what do you all make of this? This is a lot of info to absorb. Please leave a comment down below and give me your thoughts. I love hearing from you guys. So any thoughts, theories, predictions that you might have, share them down below. Definitely go back and check out my recent videos from today, earlier today, yesterday, and tomorrow you can expect the full trailer breakdown. I'm expecting it's going to be at least 2 minutes long, so there's going to be a lot to talk about. The fact that today we got a 30-second trailer and so much was going on in it that I made an 11-minute video for a 30-second trailer. Tomorrow's trailer breakdown might end up being like 20 minutes long. There's probably going to be so much more to talk about, but that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here because, like I said, a lot of Dexter Resurrection content coming your way as we get closer to the premiere date on July 11th. And as the season airs, you can expect weekly episode breakdowns, recaps, theories, all of it. We're going to be talking all things Dexter. Please also go follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.